to day 28. My name is Tara Carfina.
I'm Christina Dizon.
And today we are doing Pigeon.
Pigeon. This is a favorite of a lot of my students.
I love this pose.
Yeah. It's a relaxing pose. You get into your piriformis muscle, your hips.
It's definitely a good one to get to the outside of the hips.
Yeah. Okay, let's begin. I'll be leading Tara. So Tara, start in your downward dog. Beautiful. She's going to bring her toes to touch. Inhale her right leg all the way up into the sky. Exhale, bend the knee. Bring the foot to the foot to the left hand and right knee to the right wrist. Coming down, extending the left leg behind her. The objective is to get her right calf parallel to the mat, but everyone is different. Everyone looks different in this pose, so don't get discouraged if you don't look like Tara or another pigeon. As she's going to push into her hands, inhale her chest up, exhale fold forward. Coming down into pigeon, melting her chest down, surrendering her body to the mat. Ideally, she's trying to push her left hip towards her foot, squaring those hips. Shoulders pressing down into the mat, melting her entire body down, pushing into the top of her left foot. Pushing to the top of the left foot will activate the left leg, and that will emphasize the stretch in the left hip. So just melting down here for 5. Now there are different variations in pigeon pose. If she comes up, now walk your body over to the left corner of the mat, reach your right arm as far as you can. There you go. So this creates a stretch in this right side body if she's reaching it as far as she can, and it's really activating that right hand, and you'll feel the stretch further in the left hip. So this is another variation of pigeon pose. And then inhale, come up, last one. She takes her right hand to the right corner. Weave your left arm under, left shoulder pressing down, melt down here. Beautiful. And that's another variation that we'll get to a different part of the hip in your pigeon. And whenever you're ready, come up.
And for those of us who aren't as flexible, you can take swan, which is sitting right onto the outer edge of the right hip, and you can just bend the left leg back. So you can still get into that hip, but you're also using this. Sorry, the front of your left thigh, this. And your sit bones are down on the ground. So it's kind of helpful for those of us who don't have the flexibility in the left leg or the right leg, depending on what side you're going forward.
Yeah.
But when you're really flexible, we can move over to Christina.
Okay.
And if you want to take your pigeon.
Okay.
So she's going into pigeon the same way that she had guided me earlier, except this way she's going to ground through her left sit bone, left hip, and she's going to bend the right knee. Bending the right knee, sending the right foot to her right hand. Coming into queen pigeon. So what she's done here is she's hooked her toes into her elbow for support. That way she's grounding the knee down into the mat, getting this stretch in the hip. She's also keeping the support of the knee by holding that foot straight in alignment. We're opening the chest here, the shoulders are opening, we're getting a stretch underneath the arm. The chest is pushing up to the sky and the crown of her head is pulling up. So we're still getting that stretch in the spine. This is way deeper than probably most poses can get. It goes all the way from the top of the body down to the toes, kind of wrapping yourself around. Whenever you're ready, you can come out.
Okay.
Making sure to do either your queen pigeon, your variation, your swan, your regular pigeon on both sides. It's really important when you're opening the hips to keep a balance, because we do keep so much emotional energy in our hips.
Yeah,
we don't want to go unbalancing ourselves anymore.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.